Russian President Vladimir Putin told state TV that the war in Ukraine is going in the right direction. The comments follow a series of airstrikes across Ukraine on Saturday. The attacks targeted critical infrastructure. The energy minister has warned of difficult days ahead. In the city of Dnipro, at least 21 people were killed when a missile hit the apartment building they were in. Rescue crews are still searching for survivors trapped in the rubble.
A scene from hell at this Dnipro apartment block, where dozens of homes have been laid to waste by a Russian missile strike.
I'm speechless. Speechless.
Just minutes after the attack, rescue workers were on the scene, carrying out the casualties and scouring the debris for trapped victims.
I'm part of a group of volunteers who usually evacuate the dead and wounded from the battlefield, but we also help when there are attacks on the city.
Using torches, the emergency crews tried to locate residents inside the destroyed building. The residents sent back signals through blown-out windows, light from their mobile phones. The Dnipro strike came as Russian missiles rained down across Ukraine. The Ukrainian Defense Ministry says many were shot down. But emergency blackouts were put in place in many regions due to damage to energy infrastructure. Ukraine's president says the latest attacks are proof that only fighting back can stop Russia.
Is it possible to stop Russian terror? Yes, it is. Can it be done other than on the battlefield in Ukraine? Unfortunately, no. It can and must be done on our land, in our sky, at sea. What is needed? The weapons that our partners have in their warehouses and that our warriors are waiting for.
That could be seen as a message to Germany, which is mulling whether to deliver Leopard 2 battle tanks to Ukraine. On Saturday, the UK upped the pressure by announcing it would send Challenger 2 tanks. They will be the first advanced tanks given to Ukraine by its allies since the war began.
And for more on this, Marina Miron joins us now from Munich. She's a defense analyst with London's King College. Could you tell us, please, the Russian president, Vladimir Putin, says the war is going in the right direction for his country. Do you agree?
Well, I think right now we're witnessing a turning moment in the war militarily. First of all, after the capture of Soledar by the Wagner Group and the Russian forces. So this might break the strategic initiative that the Ukrainian forces are having. On the other hand, Russia is striking Ukraine's critical infrastructure again, and this time allegedly with ballistic missiles, meaning Ukraine doesn't have the necessary air defenses. And this will put a lot of pressure on Western allies to supply not only tanks, but also new equipment, new air defense systems. And right now we're witnessing a lot of disagreements amongst NATO members as far as this is concerned. So what Putin is trying to do is to exhaust both the Ukrainian leadership, the Ukrainian population, and obviously the resources that the Western allies have.
And just focus on the tanks, as you were mentioning. Is there any indication that other allies will follow the United Kingdom and send in more tanks and in time to actually help?
Well, this is a difficult question because the UK pledged to send 14 Challenger 2 tanks, which is a main battle tank in the UK. This gesture is highly political in order to open the floodgates for other countries to send Leopard tanks. And in fact, Poland and Finland are ready to send Leopard 2 tanks. However, without German approval, it would be, according to the German officials, illegal to send those tanks. And now it remains to be seen, because it would be the first time that Western allies are supplying Ukraine with offensive weapons. And the other problem is obviously if Ukraine receives Challenger 2 tanks, the Ukrainian infrastructure such as bridges are not made for that weight, and Leopard tanks are slightly less heavy than the Challenger 2, but again, 60 tons is much more than Ukrainian bridges can support, plus additional supply lines need to be established, additional crew training needs to take place. And by the time that happens, the question is, will the tanks be that useful? And obviously, there still has to be a decision made among European allies and Germany to send those tanks in the first place.
Okay, thank you for that insight. Marina Miron from London's King's College.
Thank you.